Hi guys, it's Makeup by Kay, and today I'm doing a video on my foundations. Okay, so I'm just doing this like quick review on them. I actually don't own that many. For me it's quite a lot. I'm still looking up a lot of other like foundation reviews just so I can, get an idea of like what I want for my next set of foundations. But yeah, I've kind of stuck with these. I'm kind of weird about them. When I purchase one, I try to look for the best in every product, but especially with foundations, I try to find, the best qualities in it. And I'm usually like so picky about buying another one because I'm like, this one has to work. This one does this. I'll make it work. I don't need to buy another one, which is true. And I mean, my mom hates that I wear foundation. She's like, just show your beautiful skin. And I'll admit, I don't have bad skin naturally, but it is, something I like to do, especially when I'm doing like my eyes and stuff. I don't want to have like just my regular skin and then I want it all to like even out. It's not always for covering acne. A lot of it's just because I want it evened out and everything, because I feel like if I just do really like dramatic eyes or something, I mean not like today, but if I did like a dramatic purple smoky eye that I did the other day, and by the way, if you guys want a tutorial on that, you can comment down below and I'll do it if enough people ask, I guess, or maybe one, I don't even care. But anyways, so yeah, I'm just very weird with foundations. Like I just like to even out my skin, and I am more lenient to buy more products of other things, like more eyeliners, mascaras, not foundation, sorry. That's exactly what I wasn't supposed to say. Okay, like I'm more willing to buy like new eyeshadows and crap, even though like foundation in general is probably the only product out of all my products that I own that I don't have a lot of, if that makes sense. Like I have a lot of everything else, but foundations I just have, I guess I have 4, but honestly, like that's not that much. But anyways, I'll stop talking like crazy and just get on with the video. Okay, so I want to start out with the one that I am wearing today. I mean, you can't really see it that well. By the way, guys, I know this thing looks really gross. Like, it looks weird from afar, but I mean, I have a bump, like, by my nose piercing, so, like, don't be freaked out. I mean, it looks, like, really, like, dark around this area, but, like, don't get freaked out. It's slowly going away, like, gradually disappearing, but, I've been applying witch hazel on it. But anyways, I'm just saying, like, don't be creeped out. It's just a nose pimple or whatever. It's gross, but whatever. Okay, so the one I'm wearing today is one that I've loved for a long time, and it does have very full coverage, and it's the CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous, and mine is in, I should know this, Classic Ivory, and I actually bought a new one because this one's out. I don't think it should be this expensive, though. I mean, well, considering how amazing it covers imperfections and all of the things it claims to do on the back, which I will read in a second. I mean, it does everything it claims that it does. Like, it does everything. It says, lasting power of a primer, coverage of a concealer, and blendability of a foundation in one, shine free. Okay, so primer, it does last forever. I mean, for me, it probably lasts about 7-8 hours. Coverage of a concealer, I still conceal anyway, but it is buildable, so you can, layer it on. Like, it's not like one of those foundations where no matter how much you layer it, like, it doesn't do anything. This can be layered. It will look cakey if you do more than 2 layers. I mean, I've done that before when my face was terrible. But anyways, it covers so well. I mean, even the first layer, like, usually I apply concealer on my zits before I apply my foundation or after. Like, I don't know, sometimes I do concealer before. I know some people do concealer before, some people do it after, but I do it both ways. Usually I do it after, though. But anyways, when I first bought it, I tried to use it all on its own without applying any concealer just to see how much it would cover, and it really did cover everything. But sometimes, like, there's just that stubborn zit that no matter what amazing coverage foundation you have, it just won't go away or cover up. But this is one that does cover up pretty much everything, so I definitely recommend this. It does have a pump, which is nice, and you can also lock it. Some pumps don't do that, but this one, it does. So, like, if you're traveling, you don't have to worry about it, like, squeezing out anything. Like, you can lock it, so that's very efficient. And it does have SPF of 20 in it. I don't really care about that SPF crap, but I would still wear sunscreen anyway. But people sometimes just rely on the foundation. I would not, but do what you want. Shine Free, my T-zone and my forehead, at least right here, get very oily. So like I said, it's my T-zone, okay? Get very oily sometimes, not like super oily, but especially around this piercing now. I mean, it is like an oil party going on right here every time. I do still use powder, but I mean, like on my cheeks, it does a really good job of like, I mean, I don't think it's not a matte foundation at all. It's just like that perfect foundation that isn't too dewy and isn't too matte. It's just like in the middle. But for me, I mean, my T-zone's always oily no matter what, so I always apply this anyway. I mean, I always apply a powder after this no matter what. The next one is a foundation that I fell in love with. I don't know why, but I've talked about in my past video I just made. I don't like the dewy finish for some reason. I've been trying it out, but I just don't like it. I mean, I'll keep trying to like it, but you can't force people to like certain things. I mean, if I don't like it, I don't like it. But I'm not giving up on it, obviously. But anyways, this is the Stay Matte foundation by Rimmel, and I got it because it says Stay Matte. I watched a review by It's Judy Time, I think that's her name. She's pretty big on YouTube, but anyways, I don't think she ended up liking this, but I thought I'd give it a go because she did say it did a really good job mattifying her face, and she also says that she has an oily T-zone area sometimes. I think this keeps me matte for about maybe 4 or 5 hours, and then, I mean, it starts getting oily right here. I would not throw this away, though. For me, she said it was like medium to heavy coverage. No, medium to high, heavy, whatever coverage. I think this is full coverage. Medium to full, that's what I meant. I think it's full, and I do think it's buildable by all means. The thing with this is it is clear as day. I have it on. I mean, it is cakey looking sometimes. But usually when I set it with a powder, it's okay. And always use a primer with this, because this, without a primer, kind of glides off like butter. And it also kind of applies like butter. It's like it's a mousse foundation. She applied it with her hands. I use my e.l.f. I can also do a brush review if you guys want that. I use my e.l.f. powder brush, but actually that's usually my like go-to foundation brush. But I've actually been using this one brush that I found that I got in an Amazon kit, Amazon like brush set that I bought. And it's this, and it's like angled, but like, is it this one? Yes, it is. It's just amazing for like packing it on. It's very dense, so it's not like flimsy bristles. Like, they're very tightly packed, so it's very good for applying foundation. So that's now my like go-to brush for that. I would not apply this with my hands. I don't know why, but like, I mean, when I first started out in makeup, I never used my hands. Like, I just have never used my hands. I think I started out with the e.l.f. foundation brush, the cheaper one that's just like it looks like this, kind of terrible left streaks. It was just, I was starting out, so I had no idea what the hell I was doing. But I use like a powder brush, and I usually do that. I did purchase the Beauty Blender as well, and I'm excited to use that, but I'm really OCD, and I'm like, I don't want to use it yet because it's so pretty, but I gotta get over it. Like, come on, Katie, just do it. But anyways, so yeah, I love this. The only thing is that it changes to, it kind of oxidizes to like a pink kind of tone. So if you are like yellow toned, do not use this. I don't even know what tone I am. I guess I haven't really thought about it, but it kind of looks pink. So if you know what tone you are, like skin tone you are, like yellow tone, I guess there's like a purple tone, I guess, I don't know. Do not get this. If you do have pink undertones, get this. I don't even know. I might be yellow toned. I'm not yellow undertones. I don't even know, but I mean, I do have to blend it down my neck to get it to match. When I first put it on, it matches perfectly, but then it sets to that pink, and you can't do anything about it. And I purchased one on Light Ivory. This was like my first one, and then I tried Light Porcelain, which I believe is the one lighter than this, just a little bit. You can't really tell, but anyways. I mean, actually, the Light Porcelain looks dark. No, it's lighter. Okay, sorry. I don't know. The camera makes it look weird. The Light Porcelain is the lighter shade. I think it's actually the lightest in their collection. I do think this is lighter and it matches my skin better, but it still changes to the pink. I thought maybe it was just this one, or I got a bad batch or something, but no. I mean, I think it's just the product in general. But I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to throw it away because I do think it has really good coverage, and if I blend it out, it looks fine, and I'm really good about blending down my neck. I'm not like, I mean, you can tell when people don't blend down their neck. Like, they'll have like an orange face and then like pale neck, and it just looks bad. But other than that, like, I think they have a pretty good variety. Maybe like 8 to 10 shades, maybe. I mean, it's not the best variety of shades, so it doesn't really cater to everyone's skin color, and especially if you have different undertones, this is not for you, but I think I make it work every time, and no one notices, so I guess that's good. The next one is the CoverGirl True Blend. I usually watch all the Judy videos, like It's Judy Time. I watch all her videos for foundations because I think she gives the best reviews out of all of them. Not only because she tells you throughout the day and like shows you, but like she goes so in depth, and like I just think every foundation I've purchased that she recommends I've loved, and this was one of them. She was in love with this. She kept like raving about it. She was like, "This is such a good foundation. I'm so impressed." And I was like, "I have to get this." But anyways, she said the True Blend was good. It was in one of her like top foundations, top drugstore. I don't like this one. I think, well, one, it's in the wrong shade. I got it. I think it's in golden beige. Okay. I know I am pale, and for some reason I keep thinking like maybe since my neck and hands are like a little tanner, maybe it'll be okay. But I hate having to like blend it all. Like I just don't. Like, I just need to stick with the pale foundations. Like, I'm not ashamed of being pale at all. Like, it's nothing with that. It's just, like, I keep thinking I can go a shade darker. And I don't even know what it is. Like, it's nothing about me wanting to be tan. It's nothing about me hating being pale. I just always end up choosing, because I think, like, it's too light, but it's never too light. It always fits my skin tone. Like, the lightest shades usually always work with me. Sometimes they don't work because I'm so pale. But anyways, I got golden beige for some freaking reason, and it doesn't match. Like, I mean, this doesn't really show that well, but it doesn't. And even though the shade doesn't match, she said it was a good foundation. I didn't like it. It was sticky feeling, and I don't think it really set. Like, I always felt myself, like, every time I would, like, touch my face, like, to apply eyeliner, like, I'd rest my hand on my face, it would leave, like, fingerprints or whatever. Another thing with the Stay Matte, it does eventually set, but it takes a long time, so I mean, you're probably all like, then why the hell are you using that? Like, you're just saying, like, all these things about it that people don't like. Well, for me, I like it. It eventually sets, especially with powder, but it does stay pretty, like, it does move around a lot if you're, like, touching your face. So you gotta just kind of, like, let it air out for a little bit, maybe, like, 20 minutes. I know it's a long-ass time. Not 20, maybe, like, 5 to 10, but I mean, if you're in a rush, do not start with that, because you'll like wipe your eye, and then you'll just see like your foundation just moves, and it's okay. Anyways, I felt like this did that too, and it was sticky, and it never set. Maybe it was just me, but it just didn't work with me, so I don't like this. I'm sorry if people do like this, but I just don't. I guess, oh, maybe I should talk about the coverage. Coverage still, I mean, okay, I guess it was medium to full, not full at all, and I don't think it was buildable because I kept building it up on this one section of my face that was kind of red. Like, I had a lot of redness, and it was not building up. And then I went out, and like an hour later, I went in the bathroom, looked in the mirror, and it was like fading. You could already see my pimples coming back out, and it was just, and it did accent, what am I saying, accent? It did bring out dry spots. Like, it did accentuate my dry spots. I guess that's the right word. So don't get it if you have like really dry skin. Like, I have dryness around my nose, and it's like oily here. It's really stupid, but whatever. I know a lot of people do get redness and dryness under their nose, so it's not just like a me thing. Like, it's a lot of people. I'm not just making it up. So I don't suggest this at all. Like, I'm not even willing to go get the lighter shade and give it another go. It wasn't the worst, but I just don't suggest it. And the last one is the Ready Set Gorgeous by CoverGirl. Now, my sister used to own this, and then I used it once and I liked it, and then she threw it away, and I was upset, so I bought one. Should I talk about, probably should have mentioned the fluid ounces also. They're all 1 fluid ounce. Just thought I would bring that up because I saw it on the bottom, and I was like, maybe I should have said that. But most foundations are 1 fluid ounce, most drugstore, and most just foundations in general. But anyways, it says fresh complexion. I can't talk. Fresh complexion. Oh my gosh, fresh complexion. Oh my gosh, that was really weird. Oil-free foundation. And I also got this in Classic Ivory, and these two are both in Classic Ivory. This one's a little darker, but not really though. Coverage. I think this is more for a natural look. It doesn't look cakey. It's not buildable at all. So if you just want a natural look, and I hate when people say natural look, because no matter what, like, it's not natural, even if you just put light foundation on or light makeup, because it's not natural unless, I mean, it's not natural unless you're wearing nothing on your face. So I don't really want to say natural look. If you're going for a light makeup look, this is the foundation you should use. Maybe, I feel like this is more of like a BB cream, honestly, because like this isn't really, I don't know why, I just feel like it's just so light. It's just like, I don't know, and it's not buildable, but it's not bad, and I've used it so many times. Like if I'm in a rush, I'll do my eye makeup. I've also been applying my eye makeup before foundation, because I've seen people do that, and it's actually really helpful because my eye makeup takes the longest, so that's nice. But anyways, this is good for like quick makeup on the go, not for like a dramatic look, or like a night out partying or whatever. Not this at all. This is just like too light, and just, it's not full coverage. It's just like a nice light makeup look, I guess. If you want that, I would choose this. But for the ones that full coverage, these two for full coverage, not this at all. And then just for like a light makeup look, like just going out with friends or something, and you just want to cover up a little bit or just even out your face. I feel like it's more for evening, not really covering up, just more like for evening out your face. It does say oil-free foundation. I don't think it really helps the oily T-zone that I have. I still use powder regardless. I use powder even if it is a matte foundation, because that's how crazy I'm about having that matte finish. Like, I can't even rely on a foundation. I have to have the powder to feel like finished, I guess. But other than that, I think it's a pretty good one just for on the go. I think it was like $7. I don't know if I'd purchase it again. Maybe just because it's so efficient, like especially when I'm in a rush and stuff for work and stuff. This was like $12. I think it's absolutely worth it. This one is so cheap. It was probably like $4 or $4. I don't know. Rimmel has really affordable shit. But anyways, I would totally recommend this. And then the True Blend, I can't talk. The True Blend, if you really want to give it a go, go for it. But other than that, I don't really recommend it. Okay, so that's all. I know that I kind of rushed through it, but I really didn't have much to like talk about because I didn't have that many foundations. But I hope this was somewhat helpful. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.